This is Meeko, and Meeko gets to stay the weekend with me pretty frequently as her owner goes out of town for business. But he keeps her in great condition. He keeps her short, 7 blade all over, with a puffy head and tail. I think I was noticing on her right eye there, it was a little crusty. I went ahead and put some medicine in her eye. Something I do for all the grooms. I do whatever the dog needs. There's that terramycin. Yeah. So I'm scaling her teeth there. Um, it's just part of the groom that I do for my dogs that I groom. A quick scaling of the crusty tartar will really delay the time you have to have a professional cleaning. Now I'm just cleaning out her ears, and they look pretty good. I comb them and shave the hair off. I don't pull or pluck. She hates her nails done. I try here, and she plays the little hoppy dance with me, and then I go ahead and give up. I decide I'm not going to do it there. She's really just overly traumatized and dramatic about it. So I'll wait and do it with the Dremel at the groom table. So somehow I missed the whole blow dry of Meeko, but I'm going to take off quite a bit off the bottom of Meeko's ear because her owner would like her ear hair to be grown out and fluffy again. And so we're cutting off the bottom to let the top uh, grow back so it's not just sticking out straight. Sorry, I've got a little boy whining in the background. He would like to join a little girl who's in heat, and he doesn't get to. So he's in his own misery, hormonal misery. Top knot, fluff and cut, fluff and cut. Oh, get my earphones going again. Fluff and cut on the top knot. Getting a straight line over the ear. Let that ear hair grow out and get all one length again. Notice on the tail when I get the clippers in a minute that we are not shaving most of the tail. We're shaping a beautiful shape that would be balanced with the top knot. And so when we cut the ring around the base of the tail, it's just on a standard poodle, it'll be a little smaller on a mini, but on a standard poodle, you can almost just use the width of the blade to be an easy measurement. There is how much of the tail should be shaved. So the groomers that are shaving off most of the tail and leaving this silly little puff at the end, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look elegant. It doesn't look flashy. It just looks silly. So if you're going to have tail hair, let it be shaped properly. Um, there's plenty of ways to shape a tail without giving it a single teeny too long palm on the end. So anyway, there's my tail opinion. Meeko's a quite beautiful dog. I didn't breed her. In fact, I even checked into who her breeder was. She doesn't breed anymore, but because she has great hair, she has great angles. She's a beautiful girl. She's a little shy for me. I like my dogs to have a little bit more of an outgoing temperament, but a shy poodle is definitely in the range of normal personalities for poodle. So nothing wrong with her. That's why you should know your breeder and know your um, breeder's dogs, because you can temperament is genetic mostly, and so um, anyway, she's a beautiful dog, and her owner likes to keep her in a 7 all over with a fluffy tail and head, and he keeps her maintained beautifully. The only thing she really hates is her feet, her toenails being done, and we've almost got that completely corrected. You'll see the struggles at the end of the groom. Meeko's such a good girl. She's groomed often, and her grooms are not hard because her hair is always in great condition. Um, but it doesn't really matter the length. You know, a short haircut is not any easier than a haircut that has hair length, because you're still touching every, single hair on the dog's body. So whether you're leaving it that short or a different length, it's not an easier haircut. There is a little less scissor work, but we still scissor the top knot and the tail, so um, and the ears. And honestly, having this short hair, sometimes it's a little harder the shorter you go, because you're trying to get a very bumpy and angled anatomy to look smooth. And so sometimes I have to go over and over and over an area, fluffing, various areas, especially right in the loin, to have not a fluffy area pop out when the groom is done, because anatomy. Right there in the chest is a good place to see that happening. The chest and the loin, you go over many more times when you're trying to get a short, even cut, than if I could just fluff it out and do a quick scissor over it, because I could leave it all one length. But when it's short, it's following the anatomy, and the anatomy is not smooth. It's, wrinkly and angly, and sinks in places. So in order to get a smooth look, it's different work. It's not any easier work. Um, anyway, she's such a good girl. She's got such a beautiful face. I always love the face reveal on a poodle, because they're just such a beautiful dog. We really want the face tighter so it can pop out, and so I'm probably doing a 10 here um, on her face. I don't like to rash her. Don't like to go lower than a 10, uh, but going that short also, again, that bumpy canvas of the face, with veins and angles and cheeks and everything, tried to get all that hair to be the same length. You have to just go over it many times. You can't just swipe down and be done. When you are leaving more hair, if you left a 7 on the face, um, it wouldn't look as good, but it would be faster. So the tighter you want the face, the more angles. You have to go up, down, reverse, sideways, left ways to get that smoothed out completely. Very beautiful finish on a top knot. And so sometimes that means I take very little off at a time. And I really need to get faster at that. I need to get better at distinguishing between a show top knot and a pet top knot so that I can move faster. Because sometimes I'll just keep fluffing and cutting, fluffing and cutting, fluffing and cutting, fluffing and cutting to get just that right angle where it looks beautiful and round from no matter what direction. I know there's some shortcuts I should probably learn. So here's some more communication with the, when you wonder why I'm short when I'm texting you or I don't answer right away, this is why. Meeko's a very beautiful dog, though. The more of a visor I can leave, the more beautiful. It kind of mimics that show bubble above the eye. But if they're not going to come and get bang trims often, then that ends up them not being able to see fairly quickly. So 2 to 3 weeks for a quick bang trim. Really well maintained poodles, the ones that we keep maintenance here, you know, they'll get a maintenance bath, which will include just a quick bang trim and nail trim every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm learning a lot on how to edit and you know, what cameras work better to give the view that, you know, the people, the owners. These are for owners, these videos. So like right now I've just learned that when I'm doing the feet, I should definitely put the camera down because all you're seeing is my clipper running around and you're not seeing what I'm doing at all on the feet. So lesson learned. I am learning how to edit these videos, and so maybe I'll clip parts like that out later when I'm better at editing. But I'll know now to set the camera down to get when I'm doing the feet because you can't see. But again, you're not seeing the action. So this camera, I've got to learn how to wear it and place it better. I know the lady who really knows how to do this well. Everyone go follow her. I'm very boring and not very sophisticated, but she is a girl and a dog. She's an inspiration. She really knows how to do her editing to let you see all the important parts. So this is Meeko and I doing the nails, and you can see that I've got Meeko really strung up. I've got her strung to the grooming arm 8 ways to sunshine because she absolutely hates it and she'll fight me. She'll do a full throwdown Division I wrestling session with me to get her nails done. So when I first started grooming her, she really had nails so long they were affecting the way she walked. So we've worked to do a very frequent nail doing, trying to be positive, but she still hates it. This is where I differ a little bit from some of the grooming trends that are going. We still have to get the job done. Like, she doesn't like it, she's pulling back. But I've got her tied again, like at 4 different points. So well, I got to get her beautiful feet and get the hair out. Sometimes I don't give her perfect, beautiful poodle feet because just getting the nails done has stressed us both out enough that she gets just her feet hair scissored around and scooped out, but not really beautiful shave. Here I'm doing that tail. Another thing, she likes to swing around when I'm doing her tail, and so leaving her strung up for this part is kind of what we do for Meeko, because we want a beautiful shape on the tail. We don't want that stringy, long, tiny little bop on the end. So I freehand a lot when I get it fluffed out enough, but it should balance with the top knot. So when you look at the tail and the top knot, it should, you know, be about the same amount of fluff. Okay, goodbye.